In a live trade right now, as you can see, moving that stop loss, taking that 150, maybe even 180 here. Let's see if we can push it here higher to the upside. And I just did my general. We broke above the 200 MA, and I took it for gains. Showing you guys right now, and then I just took 140 off the table right there. That was my model. I nailed it. Shout out to everybody here that learned my model and is able to print from home every single day. God bless you. I'll be back, and not too long from now. Can you handle it? I don't think you can. I don't think you can handle this live stream. I don't think you can. I don't think you're ready. I really don't. I don't think you can handle it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's break it down for you. Let's get that intro up and started. I can't wait to break it down. We're going to have a blast. God bless each and every one of you. Let's go, baby! Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're back again. Back again for another. Remember that dude? Shout out to everybody here for a live, man. God bless you all. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get that lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal gland. Let's get ourselves on another level. I just sold about 61,450. We're going to see if that was sustainable, if that was a good rejection call for me. I tend to call the daily bottoms. We did cross the 1 hour 200 MA. We're going to find out more as I start this live stream. God bless each and every one of you. I was born and raised in Boston. Sorry if I offend you with the Patriot Cup, but it is what it is. This is my biggest mug that I've ever had in my house, and I drink a lot of water. God bless each and every one of you for being here. I think I said that, but if I didn't, I like to say it again and again and again and again and again. Number one thing in my life is God. God has given me every single thing. Gratitude towards God. You know, I don't do the whole Jesus thing. I'm all about God. You know what I mean? But no offense if you love Jesus and you're into Jesus and Jesus is the way, 100%. I'm with you on that. But I just want people to realize that Jesus prayed to God every single day. And Jesus showed you the way. So may God bless each and every one of you for being here. And thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for running on in. Also, everyone can connect with God. You know what I mean? That's universal. All right. I'm a Falcons and still watch. Okay, yeah, God is great, man. First time on the stream, but you got my follow. Shout out to AZ Montana. You know, there was a time when I was afraid to bring up God on this channel because I thought I wouldn't get that many views. I broke through that years ago, and I decided I was going to put God first, and then we were going to go forward. So number one on this channel is God. God's the reason I have everything I have. He's the reason for all my wealth. He's the reason for all my anything that I have. The glory between me and my wife, my healthy children, all of you beautiful people here. And so I start off at the very, very, very beginning. Amen. Jesus' mindset was the godly mindset. He set the standard. Amen. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Did you say you were short right now? I was not in a short. I am not in a trade at the present moment in time. Suey. Looks like the 8 hour could still do damage here. Suey. No one wants to sell their Suey. It's too valuable compared to the rest of the market. And people know that. If you got into Suey like I did at 90, you're up 100% gains in about 2.5 weeks. I gave you the call. Let's break down Bitcoin like we always do. I just sold along in front of you on the live stream. It was a good sell. I'm happy that I sold up there, right there. You know, I got in here. When it got up to their area, you saw me raising the stop. And then I jumped. I think I got out there. It pumped up one more time to 61,590, only to come back down. We're going to break all this down and even show you. So I shorted this morning. Was in gains for $100, flipped it. When we got above here, flipped it back long. You see? So there's a gain, there's a gain, there's a gain, a gain, a gain, a gain. So you got to be quick. You got to be on the 1 minute. You got to be okay with $100 in 4 to 5 minutes. That's what I learned. I can make $100 in 5 to 10 minutes or less. And I can do that 5 to 10 times a day. And sometimes I can make $200. It depends on the moment. Last one was higher, right? So I go for 100. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 5. But if I stay humble, I don't lose tons of money. And at the end of the month, I have more money than I had at the beginning of the month. That's the key. I don't care. You don't have to be that successful. You don't have to be a boss. You don't have to show everyone how great you are. All you have to do is have more money than you started with at the end of the month. That's it. If you can do that month by month, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you can call yourself what's called a profitable trader. Today, watch this. Are you ready for this? If you can do this, watch this. Ready? On my leverage account, mark my words, strike me dead right now. All right? On my own life. I was a profitable trader this month, last month, and the month before. 3 months straight, strike me dead if I'm lying. Okay? And when you can look thousands of people in the face and know that you're not going to get caught in a lie because you know your P&L is so beautiful because you've worked so hard for it, that's when you know. It took me 15 to 17 years to be able to say this to each and every one of you. It took me a long time. I hope it doesn't take you that long. That's why I'm here. I attempt to shave off at least 12 to 14 years of your journey and get you where you need to be. All right? Let's stop talking nonsense here. Let's break down the charts. Let's show you how we do it, why we do it, and more importantly, how we do it, okay? Every single day here. First off, we're going to start on the weekly time frame and break it down. All right, if you're watching me right now, this is your first lesson. Start on the bigger time frames. Get rid of all the indicators. See the market for what it is. Get information from the candles and the candle bodies. Get information from the support and resistance. There's a lot of information right now being processed, being broadcasted out to you. But you can't hear it if you don't listen, okay? Can you give us an idea on Bitcoin? I'm late. Hey, Sam on the Lifer, shout out to you. You haven't given trading signal to your subscribers for almost a month without explanation. You haven't given trading signal to your subscribers for almost a month without... You haven't given trading signals to your subscribers for almost a month without... I don't know what he's doing. Peace of mind, serenity. I don't know what this means. You haven't given trading signal to your subscribers for almost a month without explanation. What? I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't even know what he's saying, though. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. God bless him. Much love and positivity. I'm on such a beautiful journey, and I'm full out. I'm full of so much love, light, and happiness that I just can't. I'm having a hard time seeing negative comments and negative people. They just, you know why? I can't. When you raise your vibration so high, it's almost like you've changed the language. It's almost like, say you learn English and you talk in English. That's like regular frequency. But then let's just say you learn Chinese and you forget, and then when you learn the new language, you forget the old one. Let's just say, for hypothetical reasons. So you learn to speak Chinese and you don't know how to speak English anymore. That's what becomes to become such a positive person. You really can't speak negativity. You don't even know what it means. And I'm being honest, and I'm not even being facetious or joking around. Like, you literally are like, because you're so hyper-focused on a beautiful life and on attracting other people that are on that beautiful path that you just can't comprehend to waste any time on anything else. You see what I mean? So you can't see negativity. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Anyway. Let's break it down. So right now, the weekly candle close, bearish engulfing, right? That's going to be a bearish engulfing candle when we close in 4 days and 10 hours. Could we clean it back up? We may. You know, what I want is, what we desire is no close below 61,500. We must stay above 61.5. Right now, we are teetering on the edge right now of a major drop back down to 58, 55, and possibly even 54,000. If we lose that, the edge at 51, and then you got to start saying, hey, you're driving. You got to look into the distance to make sure there's nothing ahead of you. When we're looking into the distance, we have to say if we lose 55, we could be going to 44. That's all. I'm not telling you that's what's going to happen. I'm just showing. I'm so far ahead for you, even today, that I'm trying to attempt to get you ready. So when you get here, you're not like, oh my God, what's the support and resistance now? Where are we going? You're already going to know that. It's not going to be a guess to you. Okay? So we must close a candle on the week above 61.5. If we do not, we will go likely to 58,000. I'm telling you right now. It's like 90% chance when you break below 61.5, you will revisit 51,000. And if you get rejected by the top of the channel, you're likely to come back down to the bottom of the channel. That's pattern trading 101. That's what happens. And look at that. It takes you 12 days to gain it. It takes you 1 day to lose it all, basically, on the 3-day chart. But look, we had 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-day candles straight. I mean, I don't know about you, but that told me something was unsustainable. Also, I use the moving averages as my tell-all. And if we go to that daily, Even the 3-day was away from the 21-day moving average. However, the bullish side here, as maybe we're making, we could be making something like this. And we could go a little lower, bounce, get very tight, shoulder, kind of head, a strange right shoulder. It could be making a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and we very well may break out of this to the upside. You desperately want to see a daily candle close above 64,000. That would be unbelievable. And we have a $65,000, $500 resistance on the 3-day chart. All right. Back to the daily now. Okay. The daily. I said the daily, but it sounds like de la, right? The daily. So let's take a look here at the daily time frame and see what's happening. Tight moving averages. That tells me we're likely going to the upside. I know people don't believe me. I know it looks bearish. I know everyone's getting kind of in their head a little bit again. It takes one. You know why? They've psychologically beaten and battered us. They have. So when you've been psychologically beaten and battered, what happens is any bit of red, you start to feel the pain again. Any bit of red, and you're starting to be like, oh my God, they're doing it to me again, right? So, and again, it hurts and it paralyzes you. At the end of the day, I see a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder right there for Bitcoin, all right? Even if we went low. Okay, I stay bullish as long as we stay above 51,369. As long as that daily can hold that low, I remain bullish. I know it's crazy, but that's me. And so far, it looks like the daily does want a bit of a bounce here. Back to the upside. 61,250 seems to be holding for BTC. We may be on an uptrend now for the rest of the week as we found the weekly bottom. I wish we could see the weekly candle. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look at the weekly candle in all its entirety here for a second. I mean, it wicked down. So it started here. It came all the way down. It wicked. Now it's starting to build up. Build up, and close the weekly bullish. Hey, when you start bullish and you hit a resistance, you can close the weekly bearish. If you start bearish and you hit a support, you can close the weekly bullish. So, Master Friend may have a bit of an inkling here. What do you think, Master Friend? Are you out there? And who is Master Friend? Like, what is that? What the heck am I talking about? Master Friend is a guy inside my trading group who studied ICT and he studied me. He meshed these concepts together and found himself in a saucy situation. One where he rarely represented my cup and handle to the world at a huge level. He began to teach others about how much I helped him, but his own stuff as well. I'm not going to say I own everything of his. He has his own beautiful mind. He's a beautiful person. But you know what? We aligned with each other's frequencies, and I brought him into the trading group, and he began to teach. And I saw that he was a good teacher and a good person. Then, we had a bit of a diaspora in the group, and he stayed loyal to me. And because of his loyalty, I rewarded him to be my right-hand man. And, he really, no one else I would ever allow inside my Discord to teach, because I'd be afraid they would purge all the people that I've amassed over my years and years of doing this. And people have done that to me in the past, right? So I just want to say, Master Friend, I love you. If you want to learn how to trade leverage at another level, if you really push yourself, if you want to get funded, he's a funded trader, and he teaches, basically, in my humble opinion, he teaches people how to become funded and change their lives. And so if that's something that you desire, you want to go for it. I don't desire to be funded because I made a chunk of money. I'm sorry to be rude. But you know what? I might do it for fun one day, just for experimentation purposes. I love life and I love doing things different. I am looking at a few prop funds that do it a little differently. And when I find one that makes sense, or maybe when I start my own, I will do it if it benefits others. My whole thing is I became a self-made millionaire. Sorry to say, I'm not trying to be rude, but without using any funds. But as Master Friend explains to me, Sam, not everybody is you, buddy. However you happen, it happened, but this is really helping people. And so I want to help people. Join Master Friend's program today. He goes out of his way, 3 mentorships every single week, man. I mean, the guy's unbelievable. God bless you, brother. And when you spend your time promoting other people, like I'm promoting him in my own space, God will reward you. Remember that. It's not always about you, okay? All right? The second you put others first, God puts you first. And next thing you know, you're on another level. But most people are putting themselves first, and they don't understand why they're not getting to these high places in life. Well, you know what? Maybe you should switch it up. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I love each and every one of you with all my heart. So the 4-hour looks like it's bouncing off the 200 MA. That looks like a nice long to the upside here with a stop loss on the other side of the 200. I believe I'm going to take that long. Most people aren't going to take the long. We also have the daily, right? So this trend line could definitely bounce back to the upside. It's a bit of a semi cup and handy, is it not? I mean, there's your cup. There's your handle. It would have a magnanimous move to the upside, would it not? There's hidden bullish divergence technically, because if we take this swing low, it swings to the upside of the 4-hour time frame. If we take this swing low, it swings to the downside. Somebody beautifully mentioned hidden bullish divergence. What is hidden bullish? Well, if you don't know your divergences, it's going to be time to get... See, a lot of people get a little frustrated by my stream. You know why? Makes them realize how much they need to work on. Makes them realize how much work they need to do. Makes them realize how much they're not on point. They're like, damn, I'm not working out like Sam is every day. Dang, piss me. Damn, I didn't sweat it out. You know, damn, I didn't listen to motivational Jim Rohn this morning and get my mindset and realize how I could defeat my enemies without ever fighting them. Yes, that's what I just listened to. 40 minutes of destroy your enemy without fighting them, Jim Rohn. When you create approach, when your approach conflicts with the creative mindset. Dude, this guy told me so much in the last 40 minutes. And he studied the Romans and the most famous people in the world. So when I download his information, I'm downloading the best. And he siphoned it and makes it amazing. So when you find people that are efficient about their time and space and then learn from them, they make you efficient about your time and space because they're filling your time and space with the best information possible. They've already lived a life to do this for you. I do the same. That's why when you come here, you get them. That's why this channel is growing beyond all the other YouTube channels, because we figured out something about the algo. We understood that people want to really learn. And again, we're not going to get to become the most popular, but learning and education and people that put that first have never been the most popular. So don't expect to be when you become a erudite. All right? E-R-U-D-I-T-E, erudite. Write it down if you didn't know the word. E-R-U-D-I-T-E, erudite. All right? Very obscure word. Most people will never know it. Now you do. You're highly educated. You hang out with me. I'm highly educated. I went to the oldest public high school in America. Formed in 1635. Was studying Latin at the age of 12. Okay? I want the money. You can have the popularity. Amen. Amen. You can't help people without becoming popular. That's the one thing I've noticed, right? You can't change people's lives, right? That's the one thing. No, but I'm with you, Stack, 100%. I like this look here on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to take it on a bigger trade. Yeah, I'm thinking of taking this one on a bigger trade. So here, we'll go to my other futures account here. Bang, bang, ding, da-dung, dung, dung. Bing, da-dung, ding, dung, dung. So I'm going to be trading the hidden bullish on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Let's go over my... I'm going to go to the CoinM USD Perpetual. All right. Trading rules. I'm like, what? These are the rules. We're going to go to the 4-hour time frame. We're going to rebuild everything that I just showed you here on my Perpetual. Take the trade with you. Gainesville. Shout out to Aura Lee. God bless you. Hey, I hope it plays out. I can't stand when I take a trade and people get beat. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. And nothing I say should be taken as financial advice, right? And if I lose, baby. It is what it is. I like that the 4-hour bounced off the 200. If we lose the 200 in the 4-hour, I know that the trade's kind of nil. So I don't need to have that deep of a stop loss. That's what I like about it. Okay? There's that cup and handle. I can trade this like such. Our last 4-hour cup and handle played out. If you remember correctly, the last 4-hour cup and handle I played out beautifully. It was down here. Is this, or was it one? Anyway, I'm not gonna. Oh yeah. It was this one here. That cup with that handle blasted. Right. We played this cup with this handle. This bigger one looks very similar in some ways. All right. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. And the 1 minute seems to be kind of fighting above that 200 MA as well, which is a good sign. The bigger channel could take you the length of this. If you want to, if I'm going for the bigger, and that's 80K. I love it when your measured move takes you to an all-time high. That's awesome. It was many, many times we were never that close, right? So it's a 3.34 risk-reward ratio here. If I adjust, almost a 4-to-1. All right, so the take profit I'm going to say is 73,633. Wow, we would go to 73K, right? Stop loss would be at about 57,876. This would have to be a bit juicier trade, like 600 for $3,000. I got to make it bigger because I just do. And I got to be okay with losing the 600. This is a bigger account that I grow longer. I have, we're attempting to turn this into a whole Bitcoin from 0.3 BTC. So we know that 0.1 is $6,000. 0.2, so 0.01 is about $610, right? Because 0.1 is $6,100. So 615, and the best way to do it is just you can just times that. This is when you're in BTC pairs, though. I sound like Tim Waltz right now. That guy, oh my God. That was the worst debate I've ever seen a politician do, besides Kamala Harris. Like, I'd never seen anything so ridiculous. I thought about it. I said, why don't they want a competent... There's definitely a competent, educated, smart guy out there. So that's $3,000 for $12,000, right? So we don't want to go that far. We don't need to lose $3,000. There's no need to do that. We could lose $1,200 though, right? And so you go back to the calculator again, and you're at 0.02, and you can round up, and I could do the math, but it's so much easier just to get it done here. Times 61,231, right? That's $1,400 on the loss, right? But the win will be pretty big. It'll be 0.07. 0.07189, right? Times 61,200. At the present moment, it'll be $5,000. Now that will go up as Bitcoin goes up. You get it? It's interesting when you trade a BTC pair. There's like more add-ons because as Bitcoin goes up, you go up in value too as well. So we're gonna risk $1,400 for $4,500 almost. Okay. Not the best. I don't know why. Wait, why doesn't that should equal the 3-to-1 I'm at, right? And honestly, I could shave that stop off to 58,194 in my humble opinion, because it's really about that 200. It's rarely they'll wick it on a 4-hour and bring it back up. It could happen, but it's rare. But it could happen. So 0.025, I'm happy with that. I just want to make sure that one time I did this recently and I didn't do it well. I flushed through it and it definitely wasn't a good look. I don't want to do that again, right? And now I'm going to make 0.08295,996. I'm doing the math here on this calculator. I guess I should show you guys. Times 61,200. That's right. 1,500 for $5,000. That's the trade. I'm taking it. I'm in there like swimwear. All right. I like that confirmation window. It shows up. It shows me what's going down. It shows me there's my trade right there. I'm limiting in. So I just got to raise it above price action. They'll give me a limit order. I'll snap in there. And there's my trade right there. I'll either lose it or I'll win it. If I lose it, so be it. I'll lose $1,500. I'm okay. I'll make it through. This is why I'm here. Sam wants the best for all of us. Not only can you become a better trader, you can also be on your way to being the best version of yourself. Show up every day and you won't regret it. We love you, Sam. I love you too, Rudy. And thank you so much for, just, I don't know, all the support, man. The one-on-one and everything. I really, really appreciate it, man, from the bottom of my heart. Everybody that supports me and loves me, I really appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right. Hey, we're up a fast $20 in about a minute and a half. You never know, though. That's a bigger trade. What I do on this one, I said hide other pairs. I don't want to look at this trade. And then I get to the USDT pair. All right. This helps me win these trades by not looking at them, because they could be down 400, 300, 500, 800. At the end of the day, it's about winning the trade. Okay. So I just took a trade in the 4-hour time frame. That's something that's going to play out regardless on its own on the bigger time frames, right? And now we can manipulate, have fun, play games with the smaller time frames. All right, so on the 4-hour, I saw something that caught my eye. I saw hidden bullish divergence. I saw a bounce off the 200 MA. Even if I take a Fibonacci here, which I would take from here, which would be the impulse, I see that we're bouncing off the 618 golden pocket. 7/8, that's a very strong bounce area. I wouldn't be surprised if the bulls weren't unable. You have a trend line, you have a point of control, you've got the 200 MA, you've got the golden pocket, you've got the higher low, you've got stochastics, you got hidden bullish divergence. I mean, that to me is a salad for winning, and I still could lose. Okay, all right. So there you go. Hello, Lifer. I have the good news. I got the English language certification. I go to the U.S. college. Life's so funny. Keep going, bro. Hey, man, God bless for you doing that. Yeah, out here putting in work. Peace and blessings to all the lifers. Let's get it. Jamal, man, can't wait to see you tonight. I hope I see you tonight. It'll be pretty awesome, man. It's been too long, man. It's been too long, my man. But hit me up later. Let me know. No worries, too. You know me. I'm all good no matter what. But I love you, man. And I can't wait to see you. All right. Let's move on into the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour doesn't look amazing, but what I see is kind of a shoulder head, and it might just flip up on the right shoulder there. It seemed to have double bottomed nicely off of 60,800, which is a very strong support zone. So again, the smaller time frames will have to break out of this gnarly falling wedge here, but that's what we're looking for on the day, right? And that could, help us complete this cycle back to the upside. Again, pattern trading, bottom, top, bottom, back to the top of the pattern, baby. Let's do this. Sorry, I moved that. And again, I got a lot going on. I got my fib window. All right. I got my long tool. I got my Fibonacci's. I got my, hidden bullish divergence line. And I have to have my patterns. My whole life is this organizational, untangible world. It's very strange to live in this world because I'm here all the time. I literally live in this world. I go to the supermarket and I touch real objects and I'm like, is that real? I've been staring at a 718 1 minute for the last, and it was my whole, it depended on how I was going to make it, right? So 15 minute looks interesting. What's the bearish scenario? You're making some type of descending triangle feel here. You get rejected, you continue, and then this takes a dump. And I'm open-minded that we may dump. I know I took the long, but I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. A lot of people wouldn't take that long. There's some heavy fear here. Probably if we went under 40, it's a good sign that we head below 40. No, still held that 42. I would love 38 because the more fear, the better. It tells me my prices are closer to the best prices ever. Well, look at this. I mean, Solana, the memes, all the coins, they're handling the dump because Bitcoin dump. Then memes got hot. People rushed in. They were hot again. Then Bitcoin dump, but we're higher than we were in the last dump. And it just goes to show that, you know what I'm saying? That we have, the altcoins are strong right now. They really are. Clear as day. If they were weak, how come Arrow came up so hard and held gains? If they're so weak, why is Sui dominating the market at 187? How come I was so weary to sell my Sui? And I actually gave a trade to the trading group. I said, this looks like it's going to go to 294, man. I mean, that 3 hour time frame is starting to consolidate pretty nicely, and it's batting off a Bitcoin dump like it doesn't care. If that doesn't tell you, this looks like it could go even higher. People don't realize how fast these things can triple and double up. It happens very, very fast. Celebrate my life with the crypto lifer. Let's go. Amen, brother. I'm so happy for your new milestone. Welcome to the U.S., brother. Shout out to my man Curtis Neal lurking today. Shout out to L. Jones. Shout out to Crispy Bacon, Jamie Zeno. The Biomex, Tex-Mex in the house. Shout out to Mikey J. Please explain the advantages and disadvantages of trading pair that versus the spot asset. I never traded a pair. I feel like I might be missing out on the gains. A BTC pair, it just gives you a little more access to, because Bitcoin goes up in value, you also gain value there too. So you're just kind of parking yourself in a better asset than the US Tether, in my humble opinion. But over time, again, the trade we made is 1,500 for $5,000, 77 specifically too. We had a 77 in there. We'll see what happens. Trade is up pretty nicely already, if you ask me. Wait, no trade now. I didn't refresh that page. I should be in the gains by now, no? Yeah, about to say, I was red? No. We're up $65 already on the trade. Hey, if I even took that, I'd be happy. And again, it's a $2,000 trade at 15x leverage, almost a half a Bitcoin. My biggest trade here was when I made a $20,000 trade inside of the zone. I like how we're above the 200 MA. We're making a bit of a flag here. Seems like another symmetrical triangle is beginning to form. And you're going to see your next measured move. You want to see the 1 minute do the damage here, break out to 62.5. back to the upside. You have to remember, there's a lot of ETFs. There's still people that want to buy Bitcoin at these good prices. All right. My second week locked in learning with you. Thank you, brother. Now I'm working on changing my life with the lifers. Yeah, you know, it's about the 4 pillars, okay? Having a spiritual connection to God, so you're spiritually grounded. Bang, number 1. People can't get you to do, you know, like P. Diddy couldn't get you to come to those crazy orgies and stuff and put you on camera and then find out that you, and then show you the tapes, or have someone show you the tapes and say, hey, man, we got you. You know, you're on footage doing this stuff. And, you know, so if you had moral high ground, the demons wouldn't be able to get you. You know how many good people just slipped up one night, couldn't say no one night, and they were in his trap forever, man. And then they had the fear of not wanting to come out because then they don't want to tell the truth. And now he got you. And he did that to so many people, man. Okay? And he's not the first person. That was learned. It was done to him. He's a victim of victims. It was done to him. He was taken in as a young man, and they did it to him. You have to understand, he learned this process. He didn't just wake up out of nowhere as a baby and start doing this. He learned this from somebody, from somewhere. All right, I got to stop talking because it goes too deep. But my point is, having a deep connection with God is so important. It is like wearing bug spray against the evil mosquitoes, man. You got to put on your protection. That's why you pray. That's why the Muslims pray 5 times a day, to remind themselves of constant connection to God. So it's not forgotten in the morning, in the afternoon. It's a reminder throughout the day, every single moment, to be a good person, to respect our fellow neighbors, to not live in negativity, and to keep pushing forward in love, light, and happiness. Anyway, so that's what I preach here on this channel, and my trades go better when I live like that. People think, what does this have to do with trading? It has everything to do with trading, because I live in abundance. When I have a scarcity mindset, the devil's in me. I'm up a trade a few $100 and I'm like, well, whatever, think. It's not a lot of money. I need to make more. I want to show them my gains. And I think of what everyone else thinks of me. I think of vanity. And then the trade goes back down and I don't win. But if I was just humble and alone and I took the 200, then maybe a few hours later I took another 200. At the end of the day, I might be up $600-800. Then I have something to show for myself. But if I cared about what everybody thought and I stuck in my head the whole time, I might lose half the trades. So by believing in yourself, by having a close connection to God, you can, I firmly believe, become a better trader. Hands down, no doubt about it. It happened to me, so I believe it can happen to you. I truly only know my experiences. Yeah. So here we go. So we're watching the long that I just took, and there's a possible scalp long coming here too. You know, the 1 minute above the 200 MA. That could give us some love back to 370. So trade's kind of already set up for me if I'd like to take it. You see, it's kind of already in waiting here. Beautiful little pennant. Looks like we might come back down to and challenge the bottom of the pennant one more time. And let's take a look at the BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP, link in the description of BOOKMAP. I do get a beautiful commission from them. They do not sponsor the channel. They used to. They decided not to. Don't ask me why. But here's 60,000. All right, right here. And 58,500. A lot of levels here. I show BOOKMAP more than almost any other person on YouTube, and I use it more than anyone else. I live stream more on the weekends than any other YouTuber, usually twice. Right? I'm just saying. I've promoted this more than anyone has ever promoted it. So let's take a look at 60,000. Right? That's a key level of liquidity. But we have more liquidity kind of further to the upside as well. But there's all that liquidity down here that still suggests they may want to drag us lower, and I may lose my trade. And they got us down to 59.6. Okay, and then they got the bar down at 58.5. So I may be wrong there on that 4-hour move. We are struggling at 61.4. And if the smaller time frames show me that it's not going to happen, I may have to bail on that trade. Right now, I'm expecting this to come back down and bounce off the bottom of this channel as the stochastics reset. If we lose the 200 MA on the 1 minute, I would even think of closing this bigger trade, even though it's the 1 minute time frame. It's all connected. What I'm looking for is for this to bounce and to get into a scalp too, so I can have a scalp long while I have the bigger long open, and we can go from there. 61.2, 61,000. We bounce right off the 200 MA here at about 61 even, 61.17. That seems to be the daily bottom, or the higher low of the daily bottom, but we will see. Only time will tell. And scared money don't make money. You got to believe in your concepts. You got to have concepts to believe in. How do you have concepts to believe in? You do the work. You back test. You know, everyone wants just to buy an indicator and buy and sell, and they think that's it. And it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. Okay. It just doesn't work that way. Should we full port this one 5,000 for 26 and show you how we really make gains here? Make 20 grand in a few hours here and really just change the game. All right. On a massive short squeeze. I'll do 200 for 1,000. Is it? Yeah, it's a pretty high risk reward ratio. 250 for 1,000. I'll take the scalp long. We'll see where it goes. I'm okay with losing 250 in front of you guys. You guys can still respect and love me, right? If I lose that trade, right? You won't think I'm the worst trader just because I lose the first trade, right? Huh? What do you guys think? If I lose 250, are you going to abandon me? You're going to forget me forever? You're going to walk away and call me a loser? I think not. I think you'll be all right with it. So I'm going to take a shot because I'm willing to take a shot. See, life is about taking the shot. That's what I finally learned. That's what I finally learned. Life is about taking the shot. All right? That's what it's about. And not what don't not the shot you might think about. Don't take the shot. Never. Life for life. Yeah. I'm looking for another stab at a local. And he just said the stab. Funny. Hey, I have orders placed lower. Sam, never a loser. I don't take a shot. You have 0% chance at hitting the target. Amen. 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 We'll see where this goes. Other trades up $80 already. Pretty awesome, right? If I close them both, I make $40 in a day over here. Let's see where it goes, baby. Let's see where it goes. So I did my due diligence. I set my parameters. I'm where I'm at. Do you ever look at a day chart? It looks bullish. Do you ever look at the DXY? This guy just asked me if we ever look at the DXY. So funny, man. Diamond on the 5-minute time frame. So zoom into that 5. I like the 7. I'm going to just see that higher low there. That could really propel us. We have a major resistance today, though. Bitcoin has to get back above 61,800 to remain bullish. If you can't break back above 61.8, expect more downside. We must close the candle. Yo, I just have something I have to say. Crypto Billy, man, I'm so sorry I haven't called you. I was so full up with getting ready for the hurricane here, and then I was so ecstatic that I was able to fix the screens and get everything ready, and I have something big coming up too, my daughter's birthday and stuff, so I've had a lot going on. And I know you guys got devastated there in North Carolina, but last night I spent the hour watching videos on YouTube, man, and my God, like entire way of life will never be the same. Like entire towns are gone. And I know that's right where you live, like it's your backyard, man. So I just want to say, Crypto Billy, I love you. I guarantee you've been out there with a chainsaw. I guarantee you've already been out there helping people. I know for a fact you've already helped someone move a tree, do something. I know that's what you've been doing every day. I can't even believe you're here at the live stream because I bet you're out there helping. So I love you, man. I can only imagine all the family and friends that you know that are going through it. But I just want to say a moment of silence to everyone in North Carolina, Tennessee, that whole belt there that got absolutely battered, man. God bless you all. I am so sorry. I'm here in my beautiful, fancy community. Nothing happened to me and everything is great. And I feel a little guilty, I put out this post at the sunset and someone was like, how dare you, I can't believe it, Crypto Billy. I saw it really hit me last night how crazy it is, man. I am so sorry. Anything I can do, please, reach out, man. Anything. If I can send a relief, if I can call a company and I don't know, man. You let me know, man. If we can get together and do something for the community, let me know. All right. DM me, keep me in your thoughts. I can't do so much. I'm super busy, but if I can do something with my resources and who I am for someone in need, let me know. All right. It pains me to see that many people going through it like that. Yeah. All right. And here we are in the gains now already. We should be up way more than that. Yeah, there we go. Flipped it. I was like, flip that. So now we're up 114 on the long term, even on the short term. And we'll go from there. But wouldn't it be beautiful if we get this shoulder kind of head, right shoulder pump to the upside? We're above the smooth moving average. It's a big sign whenever you get above that smooth, baby. Those have been my trades the last 4 or 5 days. I've just taken us above the smooth. The weekly support of resistance is 61.5. We dipped a little bit below it. If we can hold above that level, that could be our weekly support. And we can start to make our moves further to the upside. So that's what I'm starting to see here for BTC. Take a deep breath, everybody. We got you. Everything's going to be fine. You're with the Crypto Lifer, man. I made it through the darkest times of life before Bitcoin was even here. And I got here. Bitcoin didn't even exist when I started. Okay? And I still made it. You could have made it without Bitcoin. I'm just telling you. Bitcoin's awesome. It gave us, it was a lifeboat beyond lifeboats. All right? But man, if you believed in yourself, there was always an opportunity out there for you every single day. If you're the opportunity, then there's nothing else to think about. If you focus on your idea, and that's the idea today, don't go against your enemies, focus on yourself. You know, how do you go against, you know, you're going to do a boxing match, man. You get in that ring every day and you just work. You outwork your competition. You could talk smack, try to get in their head. I guess some people do that. I probably would. That's something I would do. I'd be like, you know, but at the end of the day, I would just outwork them. You know, same thing with YouTube. I came kind of, you know, late in the game to some of the other bigger YouTubers, but I'm grabbing that market share. I'm pushing my way. And you know, it's because I don't take a day off and I fight for it every single day, man. And no excuses. Anyone can make excuses, or you can just make it happen. It's up to you, man. Either you believe you can or you believe you can't. Either way, you're probably right. I love that saying, man. And I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger, baby. Come on, man. You want it easy? Don't pray for it to be easier. Pray for more skills, baby. Jim Rohn, man. And listen to people that have done more than you, okay? Be okay with the fact that you're not where you need to be, and listen to people that are. And say, you know what? That person has it. I'm going to take a listen to this person. It might help me. Be open-minded. Don't be so closed off. All right? You never know how that could change your whole mindset and your whole way of life. So 2 Bitcoin trades. We'll see what happens. Maybe we hit them. Maybe we don't. No guarantees. We're still in the SUI call. I didn't sell a piece of SUI. Bang into the upside. And there's still some other things in the market that are doing interesting. All right? Let's talk about MPLX. I brought this up many times for you. And the reason why I brought it up is because I go over coins. And I go over coins and I look at the charts. And when you look at 100 to 200 charts, did I say charts? When you go look at 250 charts, that means you need to drink some water when you can't pronunciate. Need to lubricate the oration muscle. Didn't sound right, actually. Like P. Diddy would have done that. Oh my gosh, sorry. It's not even funny, right? Because now some allegations came out today that weren't funny. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I love to laugh. Sometimes I don't think of the ripple effect of that laugh. Right now, I did. Please don't hold me. You know what I mean? I don't think anything he did was funny at all. All right. I thought the joke that I don't know. I'm gonna dig myself into a hole. I'm done. Right. Right. So MPLX is coming for this retest of this previous level. Now, if it breaks it, it comes back down and gives you a beautiful buy opportunity at 26. However, you know, it held 26 for a long time before it did that boost. Almost doubled up. It did double up. Went to 56 from 26. It did 100% gains right there. I'm looking for this to retest and get the bounce. Head back to 83. All right. What's your division? Did you hear about the boiled egg test that he did? All right. Bitcoin coming for the retest of the 50-minute time frame. Thank you. You wouldn't laugh if what he was done to someone you know. He's a sketchball for sure. No, I'm not laughing, honestly. No. And I bet I do know somebody. At one point, me and Ryan Leslie were in the same room a lot. You have to remember, I was an up-and-coming hip-hopper. I was in New York City. I got out of school in 2001 and 05. So we're talking, 16, 17 years ago when this was hype. And I was going to a lot of different places. I was shopping my demo around and I was meeting people. And I knew Ryan Leslie because a good friend of mine knew a guy that helped Chrisette Michelle start her career. And I believed he had worked on some of her stuff with her. If not, he was connected to them in the same, Bruck Up, another Jamaican rapper that I knew. I got to know Shaggy. I got to know Twister. I got to know Stephon Marbury. I was in this, I was kind of like quasi, I wasn't a celebrity, but a lot of people I knew were kind of in the celebrity world or connected to celebrities. And so I saw a lot of weird things firsthand. Some people told me things I won't repeat on this live stream that they saw at certain people's homes doing certain things, and they gave me the shudders literally at night. Anyway, let's move on. Mine, look at it, Wolf on ETH, LWOLF on MEXC. Yeah, Ryan Leslie's a go. Yeah. Yeah, I knew Ryan Leslie well. Like, I'm not saying we weren't great friends, but a good person, someone I knew had his number. I was over his studio a lot. You know, he knew other people that I knew. The rap industry is not that big because not that many people really believe they're going to do something great with their lives. So once you think you're going to be amazing, there's a lot of people that want to rap and they rap, but they don't really network themselves. You know, I was networking myself into BET, MTV. I was meeting some big time people, man. I met Dr. Dre. I sat in a room with him. And it was because I was an editor in LA. I got an internship when I was 19, and he was editing the Cleaning Out My Closet video by Eminem. You have to understand, I got into post-production. I was a video editor. That's what I went to college for. All right? So for the last 15 years, I've been behind the scenes making the stuff that you watch on TV. I worked on the show I Want to Work for Diddy. I saw some really disturbing footage behind the scenes I can't talk about. I've signed disclaimers and stuff. So, like, this is just, you know, I worked on My Next Guest Needs introduction with David Letterman. I saw Kanye West footage behind the scenes. I see so many things of what most people will never see as a video editor. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what I did for a long time. That's why I'm like, I understand how to edit video, you know, green screen, lighting. I was doing this for a long time. I worked for multi-million-dollar TV companies. When I left the industry, I was working for David Letterman. I had a great job. I hated what I did for a living. I wanted to be my own boss. I did not want to work for someone ever again. I had to know when I told people what I did for a living, like, wow, you work for David Letterman on My Next Guest Needs No Introduction for Netflix, his next big show, you know, but so what, man? I was in a cubicle for 10 hours a day. I got an hour lunch, and most of the times I didn't come and see my kids when I got home, you know, so I did rap battle. No, come on, man. Have you been to Ireland? As far as I remember, you're Irish. Or I am Irish, yeah. I have not been to Ireland yet. I would like to go. Yeah. Bitcoin battling 61,200 here. That's going to be the level here. I flip houses for work. Listen to Sammy instead of sports, radio, or music. So much information I don't want to miss. You're the best. Shout out to Josh Schroeder. They all jacked it. Yeah. The grind is hard, man. You know, the grind's going to be hard if you're poor. The grind's going to be hard if you're rich. I love Dan Pena. It's going to be hard, man. Life is hard. I'd rather be hard rich, man, than hard broke. You know what I mean? So make it happen for yourself. Stop making excuses. Go after your dreams. Put something out there and say, hey, I'm going to do this and make it happen. Like, I'm going to start something big. I'm starting a big beverage company. I am. I'm putting it out there. I'm going to make a beverage company. I am. We're already kind of getting it in the works slightly. It's the very beginning stages, but it's on the way. And my last visions all came to reality. So I know this vision will. All I need to do is have a vision and work at it. And it's going to become the best. I did it with this channel. I did it with all the people that I've taught how to trade. Master Friend is an amazing dude. He had some of my tutelage. Everyone I see that has met me and taken any bit of what I've taught them, they've done amazing, man. And so God and the world is showing me, hey, Sam, you're helping others. You're changing the world. And so, and again, once you believe in yourself, everyone, there's nothing you can't accomplish because there's no more fear. There's no more doubt. You're on your way to greatness every single moment of your life. And you know it because that's what it is. You're creating that. So we're looking at the DXY right now. And the DXY is in a large descending triangle. Looks like it may want to make one more big pump back up to 104. That would be sketchy for Bitcoin. That would be our last dippage. That'd be Bitcoin back to like 54, 55,000 one more time, bottom of the channel. Then we can kind of start to sloppy and then boom. You know, the DXY loses its stranglehold on the market completely and begins to fall. Now we're getting a little overbought there on that daily, a little overbought on the 4 hour, but we crossed the 200 MA. Change in trend. I don't like seeing that, right? That's not the best sign. We are getting away for the 21 though. So it looks like we may pump a little bit and then have a little bit of a pullback. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see this continue to break to the upside. It looks like it may because this is my strategy. We get above the 200, I wait for the 21, and then I catch that long. Looks like it may go. We'll go over this in the macro technical analysis video on Friday, just 2 days from now. And we'll find out how much validity this really has. But the DXY is definitely something we need to pay attention to. Bitcoin dominance. When dominance ebbs and flows, you got to know. So right now, Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to break out of the wedge. It's back above the 200 MA on the D, you know. However, Bitcoin dominance pumps for two reasons. Let me explain this. And guys, clip this out. We clipped it out before, but we should clip it out again. It's super important. So let's just say you have water in a jar, okay? And this is the Bitcoin dominance jar, and water is here. Then you have US Tether dominance jar, and water is here. Okay? Then you have the Bitcoin jar, and water is here. And then you have the altcoin jar. All right. So we have Bitcoin dominance. We have Tether dominance. We have Bitcoin. We have the altcoins. Okay. Bitcoin dominance goes up when Bitcoin just rises up and becomes the beast. And it pumps so hard, people tend to almost sell their alts for Bitcoin, right? And they get out of Tether. So what happens is Bitcoin dominance rises and goes up. Tether dominance falls. Okay. Altcoins technically sometimes fall too a little bit. Bitcoin goes up and altcoins fall a little bit. And Bitcoin is the king daddy of the show, all right? Now, Bitcoin dominance drops for two reasons. Once Bitcoin hits a massive peak, people start realizing altcoins are a better investment and start rushing into altcoins. When they do that, right, you start to lose Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance starts to fall. Now, Tether dominance could also fall here if altcoins are hot. They'll both fall. So when Bitcoin dominance falls, it usually means altcoins are pumping if Tether dominance is also falling. However, when the market gets very bearish and starts to dump, altcoins dump and Bitcoin dumps, and people get stressed out of their altcoins because they lose way more value than Bitcoin. So they run out of their altcoins into Bitcoin. You get it? And that creates Bitcoin dominance to go up. But what happens is Tether dominance also goes up because people are getting stopped out of altcoins. So Bitcoin dominance goes up for two reasons. One, when Bitcoin's pumping hard, right? So what you're looking for is Bitcoin dominance to drop when Tether dominance also drops. That's altcoin season, because that means money is flowing out of Tether into the altcoins and out of Bitcoin into the altcoins. But you're not losing the total market cap. See, then you add total into this. And if total continues to rise while you're losing these, then the money's flowing into altcoin. You're not losing anything. If total is losing, then you're losing Bitcoin and Tether's going up. So it's pretty simple to figure out what's going to happen to the market. Look at this on the weekly, and they give you a high probability based on the stochastics and the charts. Just like you can trade a 1 minute scalp, it's the same thing. So with that being said, this is how I'm able to figure out where the market's going almost every single day. And this is why my macro technical analysis video every Friday is really your key to success, even though you don't realize it. And there's 2,000 people here that don't, like thousands of people here that are going to watch this video today, but they're not going to watch my macro technical analysis video on Friday. And I don't get anything for it. I don't do an extra ad for it. There's nothing like, it's for you, man. It's for you. I'm going to die and everyone's going to say, dang, man, this guy was telling us exactly. I called the S&P this year twice, man. I don't even want to take credit for it. I get so sick of taking credit for my calls because I don't want to be that guy. But then people don't realize how many calls I've actually made. And they kind of brush over it. If I lose 2 trades, they say this guy sucks. It's so crazy to me. But you know what? That's okay. I don't expect the world to be intelligent. You know, if everyone in the world was that intelligent, then then we wouldn't have a top 1%. You get it? So you can't expect what doesn't exist and then get pissed that it's not there. You got to look at reality for what it is. For instance, not everyone wants to learn technical analysis at a high level and really push themselves to the highest level possible. Not everyone wants to do that. So if you don't expect to get thousands of views on your live stream, when some guy's going to talk about just the gossip, he's going to get, way more live stream. Like right now, if I gossip channel and someone just talks about P. Diddy and all that other stuff, they probably get more views than me. But if I teach technical analysis, there's no way I'm going to get as many views as someone who's just going to talk about celebrity gossip. Let's be honest. So you're going to get mad because you don't get the views that the other guy got? No, your views are different. Your views are quality views about people that want to learn. We talked about this yesterday, but I just want to keep reiterating this fact. All right. Shout out to anyone who panicked sold there at 61.50. They may have got you pretty good there. Sam, what a great teacher you are, brother. The macro video on Fridays are the basis of my entire trading plan. If you're new here, set the alerts for this channel and take it seriously. Hey, Sam, might have lost 5K sitting sold a weeks. Sent you an email about it. Would really appreciate if you could see if it's retrievable on weeks. Let me know when you can. Through email is fine. Thank you, Jacob Johnson. Sam, TA is a massive unlock on the 30th of this month. Something crazy like 81%. I know you've been stacking recently. Would you consider letting some go just before the unlock? I don't know, man. I've been holding it for a long time, so I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe I cut it off, if we get a bit of a bounce. You never know. Sam, why don't you use leaps for the SPY QQQ? If you had executed those calls, you could have made insane returns. I don't know. Why didn't you buy all the coins that I bought last week? Why didn't you get into SUI when I did? Why didn't you buy Bitcoin at 15K? Why didn't you buy Bitcoin at 22K? I can do the same thing to you, man. It's kind of pointless, bro. God bless you, though. Thank you. I hope you're having good time. All right. 5-minute close above the 200 MA. That's a good sign for Bitcoin that we may continue further to the upside. All right. That looks like a cheat code on how to win bozo buckets when I just glanced at it. I don't know what he's saying there, but okay, maybe Sammy did buy Leafs. Yeah, people don't even know what I bought. Cass, look at bullish on the weekly. I can do my own. I can do it on my own. Thanks for the learning. Amen, brother. Amen. Well, you know what? You can do TA on your own. You're lecturing us, but you always lose your trade in the live. Such a false statement. I won 2 trades in front of you guys yesterday. I won trades all last week. That's a false statement. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of you, man. And not because I disagree with you. You're just like, you always lose your trade in the live. I'm a multi-billionaire, man. I could lose my trade in my live all day long. I don't give a dang. I got nothing to prove to you, bro. I shouldn't even say I'm a multi-millionaire because that means I'm insecure a little bit and I have to throw my wealth in your face. And I shouldn't do that. I'm working on that. I'm a new millionaire, so I'm not good at being subtle about it. All right. And I'm going to learn and I'm going to be better at it. But hey, man, I'm new money and I still act like it. All right. I'm stupid money. You would too, man. I'll throw 5 mil at you and see how you act in a few years. All right. Jesus crying out loud. Sorry. Jeez Louise over here. All right. Dump it for daddy. Somebody said, you're so silly, man. Let's take a look at LWOLF here. And then we'll get into tether dominance and the DXY as well. All right. This guy said, made 1K from watching you yesterday, 200 today. Sam is the best, learning so much every day on the server. So there you go, man. You were 90% on trades in the live. What is this guy talking about? Luke John. That's what they say. Sam, lose not only trade, but his temper. This guy's so weird, man. So many haters. Smack on with the money stack. I don't lose my temper. I get rid of people that are weird. Look, you're gone. Yep. You're gone. Yep. I get rid of negative people in my life. I don't need them, man. I don't want haters. I just don't need them. I want people that are full of light, love, and happiness. If you're hating on me, I already know your frequency is so off that I don't want it near me. You see what I mean? You've already told me who you are. You've identified yourself. You've painted yourself red. So like, I don't want to, it's time. I spent too much time with people that didn't serve me throughout a lot of my life. And I learned my lessons, everybody. Look at that beautiful Adam and Eve on LWOLF. All you have to do is look for that triangle, half circle. I'm telling you how rigid it is. 90% of the time, it's going to break up the length of that base. Then it's got to make that flag. That flag looks like it'd break out. LWOLF does look somewhat bullish here. It's got to hold supportive resistance. Otherwise, it's coming back down to the 200 MA. But if it can hold this key level, it does look like it can get to the target there at 15.7352. Right. Brother, I made $1,200 yesterday watching you the first time. Inshallah, you were blessed. Block the losers and the lazies. Amen, man. Shout out to Adam Cham saying, and you know what? You know how many people I learned from me yesterday and made money? This guy made $1,200. Another made, there's thousands of dollars in my legacy, right? So why should I I can't focus on the negative people, man. I got to focus on these beautiful people here. And not, because if I focus on the negative people, I steal from your show, I realized. You guys showed up every day to be here, not to hear me talk about all this. You hear me talk about the gains and the knowledge. So I love you all, man. This is awesome. Pencil next, man. And the bigger you get, the more, once you hit that 1,500 people watching, there's always a couple hundred complete jokers out there. All right. I appreciate what you do and the faith you bring to the market. If you could kindly explain the difference between bull flag and bull trap. Oh man, that's a long story, man. Join the trading group, man. You want to learn years of data in a sentence. It doesn't happen that fast. All right. A bull trap is when it breaks out of the flag, hits a resistance, but usually a bull trap will give you an M pattern. Usually if there's a bull trap, you'll lose the 1 minute 200 MA, and I'll know that we're getting bearish before everybody else. You see? So like, stick to my strategies. Everyone else is telling bull trap and bull because they don't even know what the heck they're talking about. They're repeating half of what they've been told. I stayed alone in the charts and found my own sauce, man. You're on the honeymoon stage of being a new millionaire, so that's okay. I am, dude. I am. All right? Literally, I'm 2 years, two years into becoming a millionaire, and then it got crazy too. Your first million, and they come hard, man. I'm telling you, I don't know why. You're gone. Remember, it's good to have haters, man. You're doing right, amen. Right? So much negativity, learn the hard way, amen. I do what people. It's a bull flag or bear flag on the 5 minute for Bitcoin. It's a symmetrical triangle, really. That could go either way. I see it as a descender. It looks more bearish than bullish to me, if I had to call it. But it also looks like a double bottom. I kind of see a bit of a double bottom here, going through the gap to the VRVP, liquidity back to, and again, what did they don't expect? Everyone expects it to dump down to 60,000. So not many people have the guts to buy in after the dump. Jamie said they don't bash on Sam, they bash on the divergence between Sam's achievements and their own. Wow, what a great way to say that. You are a genius. Unbelievable. He even used the word divergence in there. Unbelievable. Work hard, brothers. Took me 60 years to become a millionaire. You were all younger and should be proud to have a mentor like the lifer. Amen. It took him 60 years and he did it though. He did it. Crypto Cash, I love you, man. May God bless you, brother. May God bless you. And I could easily lose the trades. There's no guarantees I'm going to win anything here today. I never said I did. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. All right. Right now, look, we're down $30 and it could get worse. Who knows? We lose this 200 MA, it's a wrap for everything I'm doing. And honestly, it looked like we would have gotten the push by now. I will tell you, the bulls are kind of fading on me a little bit here. That was the pump right there. Come back, that was like our chance. We're consolidating. I'll give it some time, but they are, they're making me a little wary. The 4 hour looks good. I got to remind myself of the bigger time frames and not get too caught up on the 1 minute here. Okay. I have 1,000 Bitcoin and I sell all. Go for you, man. Go. Please sell them all to us. Panic sell. I lost 4 for the SB because I started trading before the live. But I don't blame you, Sammy. You won, and I admire you. Hey, man, God bless you, brother. Hey, every single loss I ever took became the greatest opportunity of my life. Every girlfriend that ever turned me down was just build me confidence to find the woman of my dreams. You see what I mean? Like, every single time I hit a roadblock, I learned it's basically a muscle getting ripped in the gym, and I'm getting stronger in that facet of life. I take every single obstacle, every single downturn. I don't even know what they are anymore. They're opportunities to better yourself. Once you're on that frequency, you can't really see negative things anymore. They're just opportunities. Even if something happens in your life that you can't control, use patience as a way to get over it. You know what I mean? You can always find virtue inside of yourself. There's a way out of all situations from within. From within. All right. Not the 6180. I mean, I just took the 6180. I did. Yeah, embrace all roadblocks. They're opportunities for you to prove yourself who you are. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, the energy of the boxing. I 100%. Yeah. I had to put my dog down 2 days ago, my best friend, and it taught me not to take life for granted and to be present and mindful as much as humanly possible. So sorry to hear that, Jamal. Jay Chains put a dog down yesterday too, man. You guys, I think maybe 2 days ago, the same day. Yeah. This guy wrote, TF is a 618. It's the 618, man. You got to be in the trading community. JC Casper wrote, we all vibe off each other. Okay. Shout out to the channel sponsors. I Trust Capital. Best place to get yourself going with your retirement. Invest 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They're better than the ETF because on the weekends when Bitcoin takes a dip, you can't get into your ETF account and take advantage of the dip. So what's the point? Here, you can buy the lowest prices on those nasty days 24/7. All right. And also they added Near, they added Bonk, they added Whiff, they added new coins to the game, baby. and they have them ready to go for you. So I Trust Capital is continuing to add, continue to innovate, and they're the best place, in my humble opinion, best regulated company in the game. And I wouldn't represent myself or hang out with anyone that I didn't think was the best. They're the best. That's it. That's all I got to say. Decrypted.tax, my man Ernest Lee, I know him personally. He's a tax attorney. He's also made an LLC that I used personally for one of my businesses. The guy's amazing. I love him. And he's a good person and a good guy. He has his own Bored Ape, and he cares about cryptocurrency. He cares about you. He's going to find a way to help you. Schedule a free consultation today and find out more at Decrypted.tax. You can't beat it. I'm just telling you right now, you can't beat it. And Houdini Swap, the best place to transact freely across 4,000 chains across multiple assets. You can't do it anywhere else. They're on their way to 800 million now, man. Are you going to be late? But I'm just saying, they continue to pump, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it, too. We're on our way to gaining more and more subscribers, on our way to 31,000. Shout out to J Chains, posted the pizza. About 30,400 on our way up, and I appreciate that. And we tweet all the time, all sorts of different stuff. And we love you, and we appreciate you. So follow me there for that informaciones. And here we are, baby. We're back in the greens. It's all green all the time. 97 there. This should have been green by now. Why is that moving so slow comparatively? I get in, I guess, at 497. Yeah, a little late. But there's the pump to the upside. So far, so good. Could Bitcoin continue this move? And what it is, it's above the smooth moving average. You had a little bit of a flag here, too, on the 1 minute. Someone could get extra micro, and you could trade just this flag. Measured move of this flag is just the length of the pole here. Says you're going to get to about, 61.8. You can go from there. All right. Yes, my friends. Ruggs is art. BB, Ruggs is art, my love. They're coming. Okay, we just have a gate, so we're gonna have to. Oh, the gate's open. Yeah. Just don't go into the guest. Go right through the right side. All right, please. All right, thank you. We could be. Is that breaking the rules, though? Are that HOA rules, man? I don't know. Just got a beautiful black lab. Oh, that's so nice, man. Sui broke the 30-minute 200 May. Look at God. I like that. Everybody tell Jamal you're sorry for the loss of his dog, please. He needs it today. Say, Jamal, we love you, man. I want everyone to give Jamal some love today if we can. Jamal, we love you, brother. We love you. So I'm up 110 in one trade, down $3 in another. What are you going to do over here? What are you going to do, huh? Hey, I need enough to pay for my next pocket square. Over here. Hey, can you get the guy a cannoli? He just ate a huge slice of pizza. He's got to wash it down with something. For crying out loud over here. Get him some pasta fajoule. Get him some fajoule. What kind of place is this? My mother in Brooklyn would be beside herself. Oh my God. Jamal, we love you. God bless you. Look at all that love, Jamal. So many people sending you love, man. I think I met the dog too, because I was at his house 2 years ago. I met the dog. I knew the dog. I met the dog a couple times. For sure. I like to see green. I don't want to see any red. I like to see green only. Only green, please. I like, broccolini on my plate, please. Hey, the kid eats so much broccolini over here. I never seen a guy eat more broccolini in my life. The guy likes his broccolini and he likes his ricotta cheese. I have 3 over here, 12 years old. My dumb coming soon. 1 has diabetes blind. Love them all. Man, I love you, Crypto Cash, man. Yo, I keep your letter on my desk. I moved and so many times this letter got switched around. And I read it. Condolences, my thoughts and gifts to you. Lift your spirits. Life where you live in love, and that inspires me. Your quote, every single moment is a chance to give. Life is all we have. This beautiful rug we made by a small family that I support in the high mountains of Peru. They live in love as you do. They are poor, and they live from day to day, but they are the happiest people I know. It's so amazing. They live in the moment, as we should all do. I've been following you for many years now, but I'm not a trader. But I follow you for the love you share with others and for your your passion for life. Your energy and passion are contagious, and I can speak for everyone that follows you. Love you so much. You're dear. May all your dreams come true. Your friend, Crypto Cash. Yo, thank you, man. I love you, brother. I keep this on my desk, man. Thank you so much, brother. May God bless you, man. Look at that pump to the upside. And we didn't win yet, but so far, so good. Man, you got to give me almost 200 on the next one. And there we go. Now we're up 200 on the day. We could take all that and be up 210. And there we have it, man. Getting the breakout to the upside. If you took the trade with Sammy, you're in the gains, baby. They call him Sammy Gains for a reason. Because when people hang out with him, they tend to make the gains. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind just taking that right now, flash closing and walking away. Today's been a treacherous day. You never know. All right? I can just be a winner. Look at that. Watch this. Ready? Flash close. Flash close, right? And I'm done for the day. I made $200. I can move on for the day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. Everyone's like, wait, what about the 4-hour trade you had on? I'm like, you know what? It's pretty sketchy out here. I'll wait for some more consolidation. I do like that the 1 minute broke the 200. Let's look if I'm looking somewhere else here. 5 minute just broke. I could wait for the 5 minute to break the smooth. That could be pretty cool. All right. Broccolini and cheese gives me gainitis over here. Hey. And I just sold that $600 high there at the tip top, at the tippy top. Doesn't mean I can't get into another long here and spread my wings. Bit of a double bottom. We're still very close to the 200. Man, I could still go and make that same trade on the 4-hour time frame yet again. All right. Thanks for reading that. It was pretty moving. Thanks for sharing your most valuable asset with us. Amen, man. And I didn't want to read it. I know when I read it, some people would turn off the stream. But man, that letter means, that's one of the greatest letters I've ever been given. I think I'm going to actually frame it. I'm going to frame it and put it on the wall. Because I don't want to lose it. And I almost did a few times in the move. I don't know how this letter stayed on my desk with all the craziness that I did. But it meant that much to me. It meant that much to me. Someone said I took it. I'm still in profit. We're at 50. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty interesting. What I can do here is the 21's really close to price action, so I can still take this scalp trade. And I never flash close, just so you know, everyone. I usually close, but it was so much easier to close both the trades that way, right? All right, so this says we can get to 63,475, right? Which is awesome. And then the stop is going to be about what? 61,072. That's what I'm looking at. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just a guy that shows, it's like reality TV. This is in real life. I'm really just sharing my life with you, and I happen to be a trader. So this is what I vow. I love reality TV, and I love behind the scenes of people's lives on YouTube. I thought it was amazing. But then I watch a lot of traders, and they never really showed me the behind the scenes of their lives. How do you really make a trade? You know? And so I always wanted that. And so I couldn't find it. So I was like, man, I want an in real life trading channel where you really feel the person. Like, you watch them go in and out. Like, if they make a mill, they tell you they made a mill. You know what I mean? If they made a couple $100,000, like, they don't hold back. They show you the sauce. They live their life with you together. You guys make it happen together. And that's something I always wanted. Always, my whole life. And I watched YouTube and I never got it. And so I said, man, I could create a YouTube channel where people really get to know me as a real person. Because there's a lot of technical analysts out there, but you don't really get to know them. They kind of just do the charts and the in and out, and you get a little bit of their personality. I want it to be different. I wanted this channel to have so much more of my personality than the other channels. So I just 100 for 400 here on this move. I wouldn't mind if it came down to the bottom of the pattern, actually, and I caught the limit order down here. But while we all holding 6 now. And do I go recreate my other trade now on the 4-hour time frame? The further we get from the 4-hour, the farther away that opportunity gets. I just want to point that out. I can still make the same trade. It really isn't much risk. You know, 1,500 for $5,000, you know, it really is just the same. I don't like to lose. I'll tell you that. I like to gain. And today, I want to make sure it's a positive day. And I'm always thinking about my monthly P&L now. I used to look at the daily, and I used to look at the moments. But now that I keep getting these monthly positive P&Ls, like I cannot wait to end September, go through the data and see that it was all green. I get really excited looking through data. I'm a data fiend. I like reading statistics. I can sit and read NFL statistics. I don't know what it is about statistics. I love them. How much the batter went up to bat, how many times he hit, how many times he batted, how many times was he walked. I get like an adrenaline rush from going over data. It's so weird. It's really strange. I'm loving that that's part of my life because it helps, but it's a very weird part of me. I really like data. I get excited going over data. You know why? Because there's so much insight between the intricacies in life, and the data gives us these little gems that we don't really understand, but like if you sat at a traffic stop for hours and watched how many people use their phones and how many people didn't and how many red cars and white cars and then you learn more about people and what colors they liked and what time of day they did things, and you can learn a lot about that specific place by studying that specific center, and that's a really not the best example, but it's a very cryptic, barbaric example, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, so this thing looks like it still could go to 70K here with this. And again, your stop loss just needs to be below the 200 MA. It doesn't have to be amazing. 59,569, right? Now, do I go back into heavy risk again? That's the thing. I already have one trade open. I mean, we're above the smooth. We are above the smooth right now, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a smaller trade and double down on it as the trade goes well. So right now it's like 600 for 800, right? So that trade's in there. Way smaller trade. I'm down $3 right now, everybody. I don't like seeing red even a little bit though. I'd like to make this 4 times the trade. I'd like to make this $8 grand. Like 6 times, 5, But I'm going to take it one step at a time. I don't want to give back too much, and I want to see what the next 4-hour candle gives us before I go to AP. All right. Okay, I reloaded. We're good to go. Let's get back into the chat. Let's see what's happening in the fan funding, and let's talk to each and every one of you guys. This is a moment where I kind of reconnect with my peoples after I've did my thorough analysis. Celebrate my life with the Crypto Lifer. Let's go, man. Shout out to Banking, IT, and Research. I love you, brother. This is why I'm here. Sam wants the best for all of us. Not only can you become a better trader, you can also be on your way to becoming the best version of yourself. Show up every day and you won't regret it. We love you, man. Dude, if we all push to become the best version of ourselves, we change the world, don't we? It doesn't start from out there. It starts from in here. If you do something amazing from in here, you will inspire others to do the same, and the world will change. Isn't that crazy? If you work out every day and then you put out a YouTube video about your workouts and then you promote working out, more people will work out. The world will be healthier. Because you internally change yourself, you actually change the world. Due to your internal discipline, all right, you change the world. So you don't change the world by going out. You change the world by going in, okay? That's what Jim Rohn taught me. Most of the stuff I repeat to you is just Jim Rohn regurgitated in my own way, okay? He was my father. He was my internet dad, man. I love my dad. My dad was great. But my dad lacked certain ways to teach me certain things. And my vision and my dad's vision weren't always the same. Mine was always a lot bigger. And he sometimes criticized me for having such a big vision. He thought, see, when someone has a smaller vision and you have a bigger vision, they sometimes think your bigger vision means that their life sucks. Like my dad made, let's just say 100 grand a year or something. And I said, I really want to make 500. 100 is not a lot. I didn't say that to his face, right? But, that might offend him one day. I mean, what do you mean 100 grand's not a lot? You think, so whenever, sometimes when you say how big your dreams are, other people take it as you're putting their dreams down or their lifestyle down. That's why you want to stay around high progressive people so you can talk like that and not get offended. Like I have a few multimillionaire friends and they have dreams and aspirations and they talk about them and I don't get offended by them. But there's some middle class people that might be like, oh, that guy thinks he's the best and he's going to do all this. And they can't handle it. I used to be the same guy. I couldn't handle it. One of my rich friends used to sit there and tell me how he was going to do all this rich stuff. He used to buy the Rob Report. He was my roommate in college. And he used to be like, I'm going to drive the nicest cars. I'm going to have helicopters. And I kind of believed him, but I always thought he was I was like, I didn't have vision like he did at that time. He had vision. He taught me that my vision was flawed. Looking back on those times, and he ended up becoming a multimillionaire way before me, that guy. I'm telling you, he was my friend. He was my roommate in college. He's one of my buddies that sold his company for 220 mil when he was like 32. He was a great life, you know. He's the vice president of a publicly traded company. Like, he's on point. No, he's the president, actually. And it's interesting, you know, I think back on those times, and it's like, he had vision, man. Even in that college dorm room with me, even the house we rented, he had vision. He had vision. So, Bitcoin getting the pump to the 80. I just saw 700 for the first time here. Ain't bad. That trade would have continued to go well had I not taken it off the table. But what I did is I solidified gains for the day. Now I just gotta kind of play it right. Both trades going well again. So far, so good. All right. End of the day, I just want to make sure I'm up 500 to $1,000 today. That's all. Take it simple. You know what I mean? And I want to see if I can beat the monthly P&L of last month. And that's it. I'm just competing with last month's P&L. That is it. I'm not competing with you. I'm not competing with the world. I'm not competing with all the other YouTubers and all the other traders out there. I'm just doing me. All right. But what I am is I'm profitable. You can say whatever. You know how many people didn't do what I did today so far? Let's say, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but so far, you know how many people did not leave the market profitable? 90% of them, man. Most people left the market with less money than they started. So if you're coming in and out with more money than you started, you're doing what most people cannot do. Remind yourself of that every single time. Repeat that, you know. Okay. All right. Let's get into the super chats if there are any. I do see $33 in fan funding. Celebrate. Oh, yeah. No one asked anything. You guys are just awesome. Thank you. Jim Rohn changed my life. He changed my thought process. I do not think the same because of him. I always tell myself that to catch myself in negative talk. I always see when my brain's going the wrong way now and when I need to haul it back in and use my brain power to push myself to the next level. Jim Rohn really made me fine-tune how I use my mind. Made me realize that there was a way to get it in. All right. This can be what's hot too. Look, Soul's hot, Sui's hot, Pepe's hot, Egan Layer's hot. Egan Layer. Funny. I thought for years they said, or for a while they said they weren't going to come out with a token. But then they did anyway. Look at DGen up 133%. What is DGen doing? My God. I like that. That's a DGen chain, right? Kind of came through base and base protocol and Pepe. And again, look, it broke above the 8-hour 200 MA and then it ripped. Then it got above the smooth moving average. I'm keep telling you this stuff, guys. And again, did I jump on this low risk crazy coin? No. I'm not saying I did. I don't know what's happening with it. A little bit of a flag here right now, though. When you have TA, you can apply it to everything. Previous support is resistance. Fibonacci is the 618 golden pocket. But then you have to ask yourself, the bearish dip is there, but you can say that's what happened. It bounced off the 21. That may continue there. There's a chance that continues. There really is. Got some crazy buzz today. 46% back to 1 penny and 0.3%, with 4,000s and 2 10,000s. Wow, this thing is plowing away, man. And so if you jumped on into the long with me, you're in massive gains. Had I not sold it early, I actually probably be up 300 now on the bigger trade, right? Wow. But I play it a little, I think I play it a little too conservatively, but that's okay. I was about to say that they both should be in the green. You know, that doesn't make any sense. Again, we broke the 5-bit at 200, right? And that created a frenzy to the upside. Bang. Boom, bagong, right? So, and then we crossed the smooth. Then we got to come back to the 21. The whole story just continues. You pump, back to the 21. You pump, break bigger moving averages, create trend, back to the 21. This is the game that I play every single day, over and over and over and over and over again. Subconsciously, somehow getting better at it over time because it becomes a habit of practice. And that's what you want to do. You want to create good habits. All right. Shout out to the 777s, 1777777. And God bless each and every one of you. If you want to trade where we trade, everybody, you can trade at the greatest most inexpensive platform in the game, which is MEXC. All right, MEXC is absolutely beautiful with 0 spot maker fee, 0.1 to 0.2 taker fee. And if you hold the MEXC token, you cut those fees in half, and that's why you only spend 0.1%. I mean, that's nothing. The other boys, Bybit, they're taking 0.06, 6 times the fees. All right. And your next best option, if you can't jump into MEXC, is to jump on in here to Weeks. Weeks is really going to be your number one, no headache exchange. All right. There's going to be no problems with Weeks at all. So if you want to jump on in and sign up to Weeks, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. And the referral code there is 86. I hope, see, it says optional. Usually it puts it in there for you. Let's make sure the link is doing the right thing. All right. I just want to make sure. It's very important that, like, double check all that stuff every time. You never know. Normally, because it says optional here, but normally you'd want it to be in there no matter what. I wouldn't want that to be optional, but I don't know. Let's see if, usually it fills that out automatically. Wow, 61.8 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin getting the pump to the upside. If you took the trade orally, if you didn't get out, you're probably in gains right now. Yeah. Where did you see the liquidity? We didn't. That's the thing. There was no liquidity. I just played the technical analysis. You see, today I didn't have the liquidity like I usually do. I just played the liquidity. I mean, I didn't have the liquidity like I usually. I just played the technical analysis. I don't agree with your politics, but I agree with your trades. Thank you. I don't know. So you want open borders? Okay, I get it. You like fentanyl running through the country? I get it. Yep. Okay. You like people that don't know how to orate, tell you who they are when they lie to your face? Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Actually, I wish you didn't even mention it. Honestly, I don't have politics, man. I just listen to I'm a truth seeker, man. I'm not into politics. I've been a truth seeker. Bitcoin got me into the truth. Pretty easy to see who the truth is. You had one organization that opened the borders for 4 years. Now they're telling you they're going to close them. They had 4 years to keep them closed. They didn't do that. So why do you think they're going to do that again for the next 4 years? They've already showed you who they are. Pretty obvious what's going on, man. It's pretty obvious. So, like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's really not about politics at this point. It's kind of about the facts, bro. Like, the laptop was real. Like, don't get me started, man. I don't want to get into it again. All right. Yeah. You're lucky I'm nice enough to give you my knowledge, honestly. That's how I look at it. Even though you may vote into my detriment. You know what I mean? Yeah, who doesn't want open border crime and drugs? Yeah, of course, right? We all want that. Everybody wants that. Leave your refrigerator open, leave your door open, help yourself do a sandwich, why don't you? Yeah, just come on in. Just come on in. Right? Your bollocks are in your wife's prayer. You're funny, man. Yeah, exactly. And we must adapt. We must adapt. I like that. Students of the light will always adapt. Amen. Amen. Another $70 there. If you take it, you're in the green. The monthly P&L will continue to go up. I got nothing to prove. Right? So, if I keep doing this over and over again, I win. Okay? And I don't have to see red. And I continue to gain. So, yeah. It's American Ball. What do you want? Something to cheer for? That's not a part of your varsity football team. American Ball is a super dirt. Yeah. JD was unbelievable last night. Let's be honest. JD was unbelievable. You can say whatever you want. You can say you could be a full-blown Democrat. You cannot look me in the face and didn't say that guy was well-spoken, really respectful. And he was the best. He was the best debater and the most presidential debater. He was better than Donald Trump. Let's be honest. Far more presidential. I got to be honest with you. I mean, he handled it correct. He spoke. He was well spoken and well mannered. He didn't do a lot of low blows. He just kind of said it how it was. The Democrats seem to always have to keep doing, like, they talk so much about the other candidate. Talk about your stuff. They asked him once why he lied about being in China. He never answered the question. Then at the end of his word salad, they said, but sir, like, you said you were here on this month. You weren't. You were there 4 months later. Why did you say you were there during this month? He refused to answer that, bro. So he caught in a lie on stage. He called himself a knucklehead. I'd never seen a worse politician in my life. The only thing I liked about him was he was somewhat genuine. He was that dumb. Like, he let us know how dumb he was. You know what I mean? Like, and, you know, honestly, I respected him for it. He's like, oh, this guy's just a simpleton Minnesotan. He's really not like a savvy politician. You know? I mean, they're trying to use that, play that to their favor, but, you know, I mean, he looked like a good, but at the same time, you can't be that dumb in politics. You got to be somewhat savvy to get us through certain things and to be able to make deals and to be able, you know. So he's not a good if he's not, he showed that he doesn't do well. And you ask, why wouldn't the Democrats want someone more like J.D. Vance, a well-spoken, you know, 45 to 55-year-old male, someone who had like CEO experience, has done it in the past? Like, why wouldn't we want that? You see what I'm saying? Because they want someone they can control. They don't, because if they put someone in office that has their own brain and thought process, there might be a pivot at one point, and they can't have a pivot. They need a pawn. I say I'm wrong. Even if you're a Democrat, you have to agree with me. They don't want someone in there that could maybe throw the red, like they don't, because if you're a creative, amazing, innovative, awesome Democrat, you might just at one point have a elevation and go off script. Oh, the Obama camp can't have that. They need to make sure that they got you wrapped up and they got the puppet in control. So like, I mean, isn't that obvious to everybody here? They didn't even, if you're a Democrat, and I love you, I voted for Obama. You guys can hate on me. I did. I was Democrat my whole life. I grew up in Boston. My mom was a school teacher. All right? Like, I'm on your side, Democrats. I really am. I just recently switched over because I saw what was happening. RFK, all the other stuff. I want the opportunity to go into the best hands. And I really think the Republicans are going to handle cryptocurrency in a way better manner. They've already, let's just at least give them a chance. Maybe they mess it up. They probably will, just like the Democrats. Who knows? I don't trust any of them, you know? But I mean, I had the guts to switch sides, man. I had the guts to see it differently. You know, a lot of these people have to be stuck on what their daddy told them for the rest of their lives. Like, you know, I had the guts to say, you know what? I'm going to look at it a little differently than my mom and dad taught me. Right? And I've been open-minded. And just like trading, see, I take politics just like trading. You look at the trade, it looks good. You want the trade, the probability's there. But if that flag breaks in the next 5 to 7 minutes, it's not a flag anymore that has that probability. So now I must be open-minded to change my way of thinking. So that's, you know, so I don't ever want to be pinned as a Democrat or a Republican, because I'm not. I'm a free-minded, great, awesome person that thinks for themselves and that sees things for what they are. Okay? If Kamala was such a threat, there's no one doing, you know, what happened to Trump to her. You know what I'm just saying? Like, seems like someone really doesn't want Trump around. And I don't know who it is, but it seems like someone doesn't want him around. Right? What? Give me my belt. It will take my mind off it. Give me my belt. Give me my belt. Yeah. How you doing, sweetie? Comb her hair for her. Make her look beautiful, even though she's not feeling well. Give me a hug, my beautiful, sweet love. Yeah, give me my belt. Let's talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I had to go into I'm a passionate guy. It's hard for me to get off of the what I'm passionate about. But I am the best technical analyst of 2023 by the entire industry. You know, I'm just saying. I was given this award in Las Vegas in front of thousands of people. I wasn't able to attend because I was having a child. My wife was pregnant. She needed me home. All right. But let's break it down. All right. I love you all. You're all truth seekers. You're all beautiful people. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, I believe you truly care about other people and you want to help. Maybe you're jaded. Maybe you can't see. Maybe something, you know, you've just been brainwashed too much in one way. But I love y'all, man. All right. I love y'all. Yeah. And again, both people have to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Like, let's be honest. Like, that's why neither one's saying anything that's, I'm like, they're both still playing puppet. You know what I mean? Until someone says it's time to remove the Federal Reserve, get rid of the parasitic banking system, we're going to be in the same locked in step. You know what I mean? Certain things will change. There's some, you know, taxes, this and that. There'll be some different nuances. But for the most part, it's all going to be about the Federal Reserve controlling you. And until we get rid of that Federal Reserve, I don't care who's in office. It does not matter. Facts are facts. All right. I always thought Federal Reserve was a type of whiskey. It's a great one. I like to eat it with Woodlands Reserve. I got to hang out with you, Jamie, man. I love you, man. We'd have fun, man. The Federal Reserve solved Machiavelli's generosity problem. You're funny, man. Bitcoin's doing great. 61,800. Pushing to the upside, you know. Green trades all around. And another good day, right? What, you know, if I take this trade, it would be about $300 for the day already. And I already made another trade earlier, so it'll be even more than that. And you'd say, dude, what would you do with an extra $300 a day? After taxes at $225? I mean, that's awesome. And even if you did it 10 or 12 times a month and you made an extra $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year. That's a vacation. That's a nice wedding for a kid. That's a down payment or the beginning of a down payment, you know? So my whole thing is it all starts at home, man, at the beginning, all right? God bless Sammy, the wife, or the kiddos and the lifers. Thank you for that. These two bozos won't run anything. Remember, presidents answer to the board or they get replaced. So funny, right? It's all about the Federal Reserve banking system. Amen. Yeah. Tampon Timmy. That's so funny. I like that one. Hey, audit the Fed or end the Fed. Amen. The Fed will never be audited. Not going to happen. No. And if you're new to the channel, what's this belt? I am the best technical analyst of 2023. And they definitely gave it to me. Even though I got a big head, they still gave it to me. So big, it's blowing out of the room. Lifer is the real money printer. Amen. We will never be free until we no longer stock assets for the corporation of the United States. Amen. Sovereign society. Yeah, and I won't get into that. That's another Jordan Maxwell Black Laws Dictionary. Admiralty law. You go into a berth. Why do you get your birth certificate? Because a ship used to come into berth and they used to ask, what's on the ship? It was Admiralty law. They decided to take Admiralty law and put it into persons. You come in, they need a birth certificate. Why? A ship came into berth. Why am I getting a birth certificate? You need my inventory? Oh yeah. And then they give you a number and you become part of the United States corporation inside of your birth certificate. You are owned by a corp. It's kind of crazy. Your parents kind of sign you over the day they make, I gotta stop. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. America is in debt for World War I. That's why we work to pay taxes. Harris, you know, we're coming for your, oh my God. TP now is dampening. Yeah, well, I mean, you hit the smooth moving average on the 5-minute time frame. See it right there? Expect some sideways action. Usually bounce back to the 21. If you lose the 200, then the trade's a wrap. You could even scalp this right here because we're overbought on the stochastics RSI. You know what I mean? And I could just channel myself back into another trade. The key is not to lose in front of people in public. That's what I've learned. Okay? So, that's what I've learned. Not to lose in public. All right? If I close these green, then you can't say it's another $50 that I add to the till. I'm just saying. We'll see where it goes. We're above. There's some good key insights here to the day. I'm going to keep those open. And it looks like we're going to 63,000. That's where I would begin to take some profits because that's the biggest area of liquidity right here on BOOKMAP. And then 62,400. So, you ready for this? It's going to flip. It's going to flip. Master Friend's calling a flip, man. Let's see what happens here. The guy's spot on. I wouldn't keep him around if he wasn't the best. I'm telling you right now, I think I'm the best. I work 7 days a week. I don't think anyone works harder than me. I'm dedicated, so I only want to be around the best, man. I deserve to only be around the best. You should too. You should have high standards, and you should only make sure the people around you have high standards. If the people around you have low standards, then you got low standards too, period. You're the sum of the 5 people around you. Make sure they have high standards, period. And if not, get some new friends, move on. Shake them off. Start hanging out with me. Let's win together, baby. We can do this. You can do this. We got this, baby. Once we cross that smooth moving average in the 5-minute, it is pew, 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 pew. Yes, like that. All right. You are what surrounds you. Facts. Amen. 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 I got to change my friends, that's for sure. Sammy and the friend, best in the game. Love you both. J Soul 84, I heard you're a machine on the low. I love this. I can't wait to see you funded a profitable trader changing your life. I love this. I love this. I go for weeks sometimes and only see my wife and cats. Funny. all the way till 62K. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. And now we're up another 120. I mean, things going well here in Samville. I showed you how to win again today. You can't hate on the kid. I gave 2 hours of my life and I showed you how to win. We did get sponsorships. We did get paid. The channel did its thing, but I'm telling you, man, you know, and I love the sponsorship. I talk about that. I think it's such a blessing that you can start your own journey, get an attention run, right? And then you can sell I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. I like this capitalist economy, the way it works. You get rewarded for your hard work, man. A communist economy, you don't get rewarded for your hard work. Another thing I wanted to talk about is they keep saying they're going to leverage the playing field between the rich and the poor. The poor need to pay their fair share. I mean, the rich need to pay their fair share, sorry. They keep saying billionaires and millionaires must pay their fair share in taxes. But if you look at the stats, they already pay the majority of the taxes. Read here by the National Tax United Foundation. Over the past few decades, lower income earners' share of income of taxes has steadily grown smaller as the burden was shifted more and more to the wealthier. These trends stand in stark contrast with the rhetoric about whether people are paying their fair share. The data should inform policymakers that when people are allowed to keep more of their own money, they prosper, move up in the economic ladder, and contribute to a larger share of the nation's income tax bill. Here's the deal, all right? And I'm gonna explain to you what happens here. You have John. John wants to start his own business. He always dreamed of starting a gas station, okay? John needs to put, let's say, $250,000 down on that gas station. All right. In John's local neighborhood, there's some people that aren't working. They're collecting unemployment or loafing. He knows they could be great employees for his gas station. He could hire 5 of them. And then he could collect income tax for them. And think about how income tax that would send into the government. But they want to tax John hard. And they don't want John to get ahead. So it takes longer for John to save the $250,000 because they tax him so much. If they tax John less, he would find his dream of the gas station faster, hire the 5 workers, and then his income tax and the 5 income tax would be bigger than his income tax alone. So therefore, I don't agree with what they're telling you. It doesn't make sense. John is hung like a horse, okay? Sorry, you guys are stupid, man. I don't know why you guys made me do that. I shouldn't have done. I got immature for a second. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this guy's. My whole point is, I agree with this tweet that I put out. Policymakers should strive for a tax system that imposes minimal burdens on wealth creation through the private sector, fostering an environment that opens up opportunities for all individuals to succeed and contribute to the nation's prosperity. Look at this graph. Since 1980, the amount of taxes that the 1% pay gets higher. The 1% is this bracket. They now pay the most of the taxes. They already do pay most of the taxes. So who's paying their fair share? I explain it to me. Because the rich are already paying most of the taxes. The poor pay less taxes than the rich do. The rich are paying more taxes. They're the ones sustaining the tax bill. If the tax bill was 100, the rich are paying 60 to 70 of it. Dude, the rich are tipping more. You see what I'm saying? And those people are going out to pay more. I tip way heavily than I used to. I have more money now. I tip nicer. If you make more money, you're going to tip better. Therefore, the waitresses and waitresses are going to make more money. I don't know. That's what I see in my real life. I'm not trying to tell you what's actually happening, but that's what I see in my real life. I'm able to talk smack right now because the trade went well so far. All right. We are getting rejected by that 200 MA there. All right. Looks like we'll come back down for a little tightness. I may be able to get another scalp here out of this. I'm going to take the 90 here. And don't flash close. Always close long. All right. Like what you should be doing is clicking on this, going up here to close, drag this to the right, hit this button, make sure you're on limit, and hit close long. Why? I just see a pullback, and I know I can get back in at an even better time. And I'm happy with the day so far. I'm happy with what I made. I'm not greedy. 777s. This happened to me yesterday. I'm like, wait, what are you doing to me? Close the long. Just drag it below it and take the order. There you go. That's what I'll do. It'll make the limit, then just drag the limit and then take the order. All right. I'm not saying this can't go up. What I'm saying is if this breaks to 200, I can make the same trade again. All right. Just a little pullback. I'm just being really chintzy with price action. I will be staring at my screen for the next half an hour to 40 minutes, making sure this works perfectly. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. So I got to spend more time in the charts on Wednesdays and Tuesdays than any other day. Thank you so much for seeing me, Sam and friend. You gave me goosebumps. I will make you both proud of me. You better, man. You better. Because the whole world's watching you. All right? And you're going to make us look bad or make us look good. So you better make us look good. All right? Don't mess it up. No pressure now, all right? Sam, do you think gecko animal is beautiful or disgusting? It's such a beautiful animal. I love the gecko. How could you hate on a little cute gecko? Little gecko. I don't know where these questions come from. You ever asked me, someone's gonna ask you if you thought a gecko was cute today, I would have told you, are you really serious? Click the green area, not the red area. It's faster. Thank you. Yeah, because you're so below. I'm trying to, yeah. Yeah. Still a little jealous of John. You're funny, man. Dude's hung like a freaking... What are those big horses? He's hung like a Clydesdale. I'm sorry, Sam, but wheat withdrawal is still a problem. I can only withdraw certain coins. But you can buy many. I think you're going to be fine. Yeah, don't stress. I think you're Korean, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Why does MexDiesel charge me a fee when I limit close the order? I know I'll make Lifer and Purple Crew look great. Star, Ska, Lemon Water, and working out. Amen, dude. You're on it, dude. You got your mind right. See, once you get your mind right, everything, you realize, damn, half the reason was I just didn't have my mind right. Yeah, right now. Yeah, what is it? All right, sorry about that. It's my mother died. I'm in the middle of an insurance policy, and they've been back and forth with us, and they owe the money, and it's just like I finally got them on the phone, and my wife was like, you know, so I had to take that call, even though I didn't want to. I had to take that call, and you know the woman just said on the phone, she's like, I'm gonna try to get this done today. And you know what I said to her? I said, do not use that word with me. I said, please. I said, if I told someone I was gonna try to get my kid to that birthday party, it probably wouldn't show up. I said, get rid of the word try. I just told her on the phone. I said, please. I mentor people around the world. I said, the first thing I teach them is to stop using the word try, because it usually means they're not going to get it done. I said, let's get it done. She was like, but that's how I talk to people, man. I don't play games. I never have, and I never will. You know, I'm not here to joke around. I put in 110%. If you're going to deal with me, if you're going to work with me, that's what I expect. If you don't want to put in that work, then don't work with me. Don't be around me, right? And that's okay. I have high standards. I don't lower them from other people, man. Okay? I don't. You gotta stick to what you're gonna do. You gotta be awesome. Either be awesome or go home, man. You know what I mean? Let's get the likes up to the watches. I would greatly appreciate it. 666 likes. We say this every single day. The likes help your own bags. I go live every single day. If I talk about Aerodrome, it'll help your Aero bag. If I talk about Bitcoin, more people might know about it. The likes help you. They don't do as much for me as they do for you. You own cryptocurrency. If you are in the chat and you want to become a multimillionaire and you don't hit the like button, your odds of becoming a multimillionaire are lower because you're not acting in a way that's making sense to your end goal. You get it? Your end goal is more people know about crypto because you own it. And you say, no, I just didn't in for the tech. But if no one knows about your coin, no one can sell it or buy it. If I don't promote a stock, it can't pump. I don't care how good the company is. You've got to hit the like button so cryptocurrency can overtake a soccer video right now. Or overtake, you know, someone right now is live streaming a different topic. Let us get above that topic. You know, see the universal picture that you're a part of. You're not just watching my live stream. You're not just liking me. You're liking the entire industry fighting against the other portions of attention span. And it's going to help your bags in the long term. Hitting the like button that means you believe you're going to become a millionaire if you hit the like button, because you're doing what's going to help what you did for yourself already. You understand this? Like, I say this every day. It seems to go on deaf ears. I do not know why. It seems to go on deaf ears. I say it every single day. It seems to go on deaf ears. I do not know why. It's weird. You'd think every day we would just get the same, we would get the likes and people would be like, aligned. I know we're aligned. I know we have high frequency. I know the whole channel is connected. I know we're all on it. So why didn't we hit the 1,000 likes every day? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I hope I get aligned, and I hope everyone here gets aligned with me and we start hitting it for ourselves and for our goals. I'm here every day. I could disappear, right? You hit that like button, it helps the overall bigger picture go where it wants to go. All right. I'm in this rising wedge. It's about to break out and go parabolic. I got so much firepower for my stops now that even if I lose one trade, I won't lose for the day now, which is kind of awesome. I'm back. I've got myself ready. Looks like we're going up to 63,000. BOOKMAP, you know, threw a little liquidity up to 63K for us. That's the closest area. I'd say we go up to 63,000 here on BOOKMAP. Shout out to the channel sponsors. Shout out to everybody that came to the live and kicked it with me no matter what. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Another green trade. That's how you make $30 in under 2 minutes. I did it again. I'll show you perfect entries. 3 perfect entries on this stream. Actually 5 because there was 2 separate trades each time I made the trade. Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if the 1 minute just gave you to death and you missed the bump. Because it went underneath, but then we got back above and boom, we're in there like swimwear. All right. Look, already up $55 and literally that's a 1 minute candle, 5 minute candle, but it hasn't even closed yet. And it's only got, it's like 2 minutes. To use the VWAP in some situations? No, I've never used it, never had to. The VWAP is controlled by the information that comes from the stochastics RSI. Okay? The volume weighted average price, right? Has a lot to do with momentum. You can't get to a certain momentum if you don't have it. Wow, had I kept the original trade open though, I'd be in massive gains. That big USD trade, 62,250 for Bitcoin, getting the pump to the upside yet again. Another live call, up another $100 on the live. I move that, you know, I just keep taking it. I don't give a dang. You can see how much I can make on a live stream. A lot of times, had I left the trade alone, I would have made even more just right there. But then I also would have went through the ups and downs of the psychological effects of being up and down in the trade. I've learned I don't like that. I can't handle it. I like to turn green and keep it green. Go to the next one. Every time we gap for the 21, I take my profits. See, I'm up another $120. Look how fast I made that $120. It's been literally 4 minutes, 5 minutes, right? Now I keep raising the stop loss. Now I got 150 in the can. Now they're going to hit me. Bang. I hit it again. And this is how you see me continue to make gains. I've already made now $500 in the stream. It's been 2 hours, man. Like, come on, man. I just did that. I just scalped that long right there. Bang, bang, bang. Smooth moving average. I know I'm too far for the 21. Gives me a chance to get back in the trade one more time. I did mess up on selling that 4 hour technically, but I called that reversal for you. Technically, it's a better feel, though, that it may continue to go on that vibe now. I hope Orally still in that trade. Orally, if you're still in that trade, you're banging. You're up like, could be up dang near $1,000. Who here is up in gains today? Who made gains with me trading? Who made gains with me trading? Hey, bro, just joined the 99 last night. I appreciate you and the hard truths and consistency. You should have a pop-up on screen that says, like the video for people who watch but don't listen to sound. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that because they might not hear, but they'll see it. I had one of those, actually. Where is the like info label? Is that? No, info labels. I got one somewhere. I'll get it. Like button. There it is. Hit the like button, baby. And that just kind of can play. All right. But please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can find out when we post our next video. And don't forget to hit that like button. And subscribe. Oh my gosh. Man, what a life we live, huh? Making gains from our house. Dude, we make gains from our house. I don't have to deal with traffic. I barely use the gas in my car. If I use gas, it's because I want to go on some extravagant trip or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, trading life is the life. I sit at home in front of my 6 screens. I love this life. I would not trade this for anything else, man. Trade it for anything else. And, you know, I'm so happy I became a trader, put in the work, and I got where I'm at. And I can be profitable on almost any given day. As long as I hunker down and really focus, I can get it in. And so blessings on everybody with me, man. We went from 61.5. Look at this beautiful short squeeze that you just watched. And look, I am the short squeeze king. No one uses BOOKMAP better. No one shows you how we're going to squeeze into liquidity better. These are all actual liquidations on BOOKMAP showing people that got liquidated. They didn't make money today. They lost their entire account. That's a liquidation. That means the entire account is gone. Oh my God, you're so cute and beautiful. You're so big. You got big. You doubled in size. The spinning chair? Oh, it's hidden right now. Okay. It's hidden right now. And you know, you saw me win every single trade that I took today. You saw me win every single trade that I took. You know, whatever you could say whatever you want, right? So yeah, so I like this 4 hour though. Still could make, you know, still kind of calling my name here. But you never know. I'm going to reassess the situation, do another update later on. And I'll be pumping out ideas and things that I'm looking at inside the trading group for the rest of the day. Look out for my elite traders. Look out for everyone in my trading group. It's 12:09. I got to run on out of here. God bless everybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Anything that anybody needed or wanted. I don't agree with your Paul, but I agree with you. Oh, he had to do it, huh? He had to do it. But thank you for the super chat, man. God bless you, man. Love to you and your family. And I don't have politics. Like, let's just make that, like, I'm not into one side or the other. I'm into kind of what makes the most sense at the time, right? laptop was real. Certain things were lied. I know who lied to me. I can't vote for someone who lied to my face. And then I can't vote for people that associated with them, you know? So I don't know what else I can do. I'm just a truth seeker stuck in the middle here. And you tell me what makes the most sense. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for your constant viewership, support, and love. It's amazing. And we had an amazing live stream today. May God bless you all. Hope I didn't give you too many of my own personal thoughts and ideas, but I gave you live trades. I did. And I talked about a few alts and we had fun. And if you made gains with me, you made gains. So shout out to anyone that made gains. That's what we do here every single day. We make real gains. We don't just talk about it. We be about it, man. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Remember, a wonderful day. Remember, you know what the secret to success is, right? It's getting started.